Well, I hope we don't do this too often, because it's not good for my health. But it's a lot of fun, even though I tease you all a little bit, but it's a lot of fun. I want to bring you all here. Right now, I'm very tired, very motivated to do you a little bit of your own story, tell your story about who you are a little bit more in depth, and why the fuck you're still doing this? Because for me, I've had that thought on my mind a lot, like especially the last couple of years. And I finally found my reason again, and I'm curious to see what you guys bring to the table.
Just saying, take care of the pillow next to the mic. Like your
What?
pillow
My pillow?
next to the mic.
Next to
Yeah.
it? Oh,
Is
yeah.
rubbing
It's
it.
fine. You ruined the intro.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Do we want to go maybe from
but
there?
it's
and
not-
then just go around?
but just like who,
No, it's okay.
who
Okay,
feels-
anyway, so I'm Flynn. I make music because it's fun. I like it. Yeah, why not?
You know, the best part is that you're British, starting to talk English with a
Oh
Dutch
yeah,
accent.
yeah. Sorry. So this is my real accent, and none of them can fucking understand me. So
I can.
I have to speak like a Dutch
Ja, ze
farmer.
vragen zich en dan ga ik hoog.
Yeah.
Chicken
I have to put up with this
My name's
every
Trent
day,
Alexander
by the way,
Arnold.
every day.
Hey, bro, you can choose where you spawn.
I could choose where I spawn. You think I choose where I spawn?
Yes.
No.
Oh, skill issue.
Yeah.
Play more Battlefield, man.
Yeah.
Ja, je just...
He's inviting you.
Or Rainbow.
Victor, go next, brother.
Ah,
GG, go next.
Hello, name is Victor. I don't really know why I'm here, but I am, and I'm lucky to be.
Kind of got the vibe from you, like,
Yeah.
why am I here?
He was in the corner of the wall with
Last year we had
When are the interviews over?
last year we had Dominic NPC. Now we have Big Dave.
Yeah, you have to...
Yeah,
you have
Dominic,
to
you've upgraded.
Bro,
Nice.
he already said more words than Dominic in the entire
Yeah, this is
podcast
true.
last year.
Yeah, this is true.
It's
Uh,
fine.
Just give me space to talk and I'll be talking. It's
Oh.
all good.
You want space?
The space is yours.
Whoa.
The space we
My
created.
man, don't touch my mic like that.
Oh, sorry.
Don't squeeze my mic.
Whoa, there you go.
You gotta ask.
Replace the
Already,
wall mic.
we're already
Already
intercontinental
there.
friction. Brexit.
You're welcome.
Yes.
I pressed the torch.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Englishman.
Yeah.
Well, my name's Nino. I'm antergy. I've been making music for like 10 to 12 years.
Yeah, you said
Hardstyle.
that.
For that time, I have said that, but I'm just repeating it for the people that didn't hear the
That
first.
didn't see the interviews.
Exactly.
Didn't see the trailer.
Go watch them.
Go watch that.
I wanted to know why you're still doing it now.
Because I love making music. Music is my life. I do it as a job, and I'm trying to make this also my job. And especially now that we're launching this, doing it with all my friends, a dream we've had for a long time. So
So
let's do this.
A little question, like doing as your job, so you make music for people that is not you.
Yeah,
Do
and
you like that?
well, it's usually for like companies.
That was not the question.
I like it. Yes.
Do you like it as much as for your own stuff?
No.
So aren't you afraid that when you do your own stuff for work,
Mhm.
that you're not gonna like it anymore?
No, because then
Keep that up.
my balance is just gonna shift to the personal thing, because
yes,
that's been
I'm
my
joking,
dream
I'm
since
joking.
I was young. You know.
I also
Okay.
feel like the creative walls fall down and you can do whatever.
For
you
my
want
own
with your
stuff, yeah. Because
yeah.
for a customer, I have like guidelines or an
Yeah.
idea that I have to uphold, or there's like an entire mood board and stuff. So then you can't really veer much into the creative path.
Yeah.
And with my own stuff, I can just do whatever I want.
It's so much different for me because when people ask me to do stuff, I do it for fun. Instead of
Well,
as a
you
job.
have fun
it's
though?
it's still fun because I learn to discover new things, like new genres, new plugins, new whatever, new people.
Yeah, that's an important one. Like I've noticed with just sitting by myself in my studio, that sometimes it's not as nice as
No.
when you're like with
Exactly.
sharing with people. So
That's because you're old and you want young energy.
Sorry?
Whoa.
Pause.
Say that a bit differently.
Pause.
who has been the most productive this week?
Hey, I'd just like to say I've been
No
here
comment.
for 4 days and I cannot wait to go home.
Honestly,
And
this
if I
guy,
like it,
Three
cancel,
fingers
I
up
might
in the
cry.
air.
this guy was pretty productive this week.
Mhm.
Also,
Yes, I was cooking.
but also
Um,
also
I-
51 and 1 in Battlefield.
Yeah, but I also have the highest
Whoa.
win streak in the pool table downstairs. So
Yeah, but you're a sweat,
So
so
how am I fit?
I don't know.
No. These guys
Go
can't
go
handle it.
go back home,
Terrible.
maybe.
Yeah, keep looking at the screen when you're talking, idiot.
Yeah, it's the fucking camera. Bro.
I wanna be so horny on myself.
Okay, but next one, Dominic.
and Raptor.
He's like, no,
Th-
fuck.
Thank you for introducing me.
No
My
problem.
name is Dominic. I'm 51% of re-pulze.
I want to say I'm
51 years old.
I feel 51 years
I
old.
feel a breakup coming. I feel it on my.
It's been long coming.
Youngest here.
Yeah, we
Been
can
making
see.
music for 4 years only now, so still a long way. And I somehow found this guy. I don't know how or when,
On Tinder.
but on
No,
Tinder.
Grindr,
Oh,
man.
Grindr.
Grindr.
See, you know what it is, I don't.
Yeah, that's why we met. I know what Grindr is.
But 4 years, that's actually impressive. Man.
Yeah, or it's the 5th year now. In the
never
5th
mind.
year.
Yeah, never mind.
That 1 year, never mind that.
not impressive anymore.
Nah, man. I'm too far now. you know?
Vintage now.
Yeah.
You belong in the museum.
Man, you've only done so little yet.
Yeah, so the question why I've still been doing it is not that relevant because I'm still discovering a lot. So
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
Well, talking about museums, you started off with I finally found a reason again
Yeah.
to make music. What is it?
Because you all make
Before
it fun.
I go into
You guys just trigger the
creative.
Do we?
yeah. Even though sometimes it feels like I have like a 20-second ping delay. You know, like
No, that's just my
you're like
British internet, man.
you're talking to me and I'm like sitting there and then the clicks are happening and then you say something and then 20 seconds later, oh yeah.
Yeah, that happened the other day and I laughed
Oh,
my ass off.
It's
I'm-
so funny.
I responded like 30 seconds later and I forgot what I even asked.
You know, I'm like I have to process everything in like series. So like everything in my brain that is there has to go out.
What brain?
But usually I am also on 20 ping, so it's fine.
20
No,
ping.
2000 ping.
He's 20. He
I
said
said
20
20
seconds.
20,000 ping.
Oh.
20,000
milliseconds.
As
Yeah.
20
Yes,
ping is bad nowadays, come on.
Yes is still playing Battlefield.
Oh, poor Flynn.
But we all have the same experience
20 ping.
working with it. And
No, but it's like it's just like so much more fun because I don't know. Like whenever I hear something, I can.
I just whisper in his ear now. Like,
Yeah, but
"Love
it's
this."
not being like disrespectful, but you have like you and Jesse both are like old generation. Like you've had the previous era of hard sell where you guys.
Ah, yes.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And we are like newer generation, and I feel like we sometimes do things a bit differently. Sometimes a bit
Yeah, no.
odd
Every
for.
generation has like. That
Sometimes a
thing.
bit odd for you guys, and the things you do are odd for us guys. Looking at.
Yeah, but the thing is, me and Jesse, we're like kind of in a in-between generation. We also had the technology bit, but also the experience of.
Yeah, you weren't
our-
like in the zeros, but you also.
Yeah.
There weren't many tutorials, so to say.
No, but
and that's something that I do see that's very funny that you guys ask each other something very quickly instead of finding it out yourself. You know,
Well,
like
it's just because so much information now is so readily
Yeah.
available.
no,
You
but
don't read it and
you're
someone
also
can tell
all
you
very
everything.
used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would rather learn something from my friends than
True.
than look it up as well.
True.
Like,
Yeah,
but
because
but for me that's already a last resort.
yeah, but for me, there's like a difference.
your
even
ego's too
between-
big.
Like,
No. But I like my I don't know.
I see it as a way of socializing as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, am I social?
No.
No.
oh, brother, don't get
No.
me started, bro.
No, but my dad.
Arrogant.
My dad was like a problem solver, so he like taught me, raised me like that. So it's like for me, it's first figure it out yourself, and then
Yeah, but
then if you can do it.
from your friends,
It's
like
not now.
like what I know from
Yeah, no,
that-
I know, but it's
what
not
I know from this guy is that the source is really good because they are also good producers. Meanwhile, this guy on the internet, we did a tutorial
Thinking
for
about
1.2K.
Yeah, no.
Thinking about good producers. Huh?
Yeah, I know the source is good, you know. And if I have a problem, they may have an answer, more than internet actually.
No, but I think that's also a good reason we're here, because if you produce with each other, and for example, this morning, you listen to tunes on the soundbar or whatever. Well, mixdown wise, you cannot hear shit, but I mean,
Together.
yeah, doing
Mhm.
things together
It's
and
fun.
getting feedback from each other on what to do differently, it's worth a lot.
Yeah, especially you guys walking into the lamp. That's the most.
I'm pretty sure you also did that, no?
Did I?
You had put the lamp on, no?
yeah.
You just hit it harder, so you don't remember.
No, but like
Cold,
weeks
cold
like these,
lamp, weet je wel.
weeks like these, sometimes they feel a little bit intense, but they're fun.
Exhausting.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
tired, bro.
That's
What's
what I
successful?
said. Like after this, I'm like good for social interaction.
It's something that
for
you're gonna
two
share.
months.
Social
with
battery
people.
is drained.
Hiding in the shed.
I don't want to hear from you guys for 2 weeks at least.
Oh, that
Oh,
doesn't
don't worry.
matter.
Oh, you're in luck.
Yeah, you won't, mate.
Perfect.
Winter sleep.
Yeah.
Tutankhamon.
Yeah, I'm going,
What do you mean?
into
I go to LA.
hibernation.
On
Oh,
Saturday.
it's so
Oh,
no time to
perfect. Your
winter sleep.
sleeping rhythm is like perfectly aligned now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
12
not.
hours flight you can
What's
sleep in.
Oh yeah, when you go to America.
What do you mean?
You fixed it and then you ruined it again.
Yeah, story.
You're ruining it.
ruining
Ruining it.
Story of my life. Do you guys actually have a normal sleeping pattern?
No.
Yes.
Well, we
Why are you
work.
asking?
We
Take
work.
me out of that equation.
You are general. I don't.
We
need to
work
know.
civil jobs, you
I
know.
mean, look at me.
We're just
No, but you also have a job that goes from night to day, and so
For me, it's consistent. It's just not a normal sleeping pattern. Like I go to sleep at like 3 a.m. and I wake up at like 10, 11, go to work.
12.
So it's not like a 9 to 5, but
But it's-
it is consistent.
it
sort
is
of.
a rhythm.
It's routine.
Yeah.
yeah,
It is
my day,
rhythm.
my day feels like it should have been like 26 hours in a day instead.
Oh
of
no, but I have that too. The days are always too short.
Look at this, bro.
I want more hours.
You just and the fucking week.
Yeah,
is
no,
over.
but normally if
Quickly
I
load.
if I'm cruising through life normally, like it should for me it feels like a day should be 26 hours.
Oh,
Why-
Because my sleeping
cruising?
schedule
Why
keeps
are you-
going like this.
Why are you
Sorry,
Being
like
with you
professional.
guys, it feels like the days are 30 hours, man.
Oh yeah.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
No,
I don't
it's
know.
an insult.
Whatever you feel like.
Yeah, I feel more insulted than compliment about that.
It
Time
depends
flies
on
when
the
you're
person
having fun,
first.
so
Yeah.
Are
if it
we?
feels like 30 hours, I mean,
Yeah.
make it up yourself.
Yeah, no, on the topic of sleeping rhythms, I actually worked really, really hard to try to find some kind of healthy balance for myself where I both felt happy, social, but also just had a rhythm because I always felt like messing with my sleep really had a huge impact for me personally.
Yeah.
It has.
I had
It
no
does.
choice when I was doing like cruising through life 2016, 17, 18.
It does, and the worst thing is I know, and yet I intentionally fuck it up.
Yeah.
No, but
I don't know.
in
when I'm in the
Victor's,
flow, I just don't want to leave the
Yeah.
sea.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Victor's
When it's
defense,
raining,
It's
in
tough,
Victor's
yeah.
defense as well, like Swedish guy, it just turns dark at 3.
Yeah.
Especially in the winter.
Yeah.
If
You
you
get like 2 hours of day.
if you wake up like
you go to
at,
bed, it's dark, and you wake up, it's still dark.
yeah,
Sounds
that's the
depressing.
thing.
It is
No,
depressing.
If you just
so I'd wake up in panic thinking, if I slept for like 24 hours, what is
Literally.
yeah, if you get the pattern you're having here, it means you don't see daylight for 5 days.
Literally, the scheme was that every time
Sounds good.
it's school during winter, literally you wake up, it's dark, you go to school, you
And you-
spend the entire day
yeah.
in school, you get maybe 1 hour of recess outside with
But when it's
well
daylight?
grey sky,
Yeah.
and then when you go back home, you're walking through the dark.
I wonder why you're depressed, bro.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So literally lived in like
Darkness.
I think you kind of have to feel bad a little bit to like sometimes personally to
Yeah.
make
what?
to make great music.
He
That's
does,
such
he
a-
does make
that's a
very
big
emotional
artist
music.
answer.
Yeah, no, but like I've
You can also feel good and make good music.
I
it
sometimes
never
make terrible
happened.
music,
It
but I
has
think
never
it's
no
good,
that
so
has never happened for me.
it's fine.
Really?
It's all terrible.
No,
While when we're in the studio together, you don't feel sad or
no,
bad.
but,
You
but
feel good and we make good
if
music.
I just look at me, just me.
It's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like,
Egocentric boy.
no,
Yeah, but that's why your
if
music's
I'm only
emotional.
taking
Yeah.
the music I've made
True.
by myself,
True.
then no. The best is always like from the sad points.
But I agree with you. Music,
That's fair.
to be beautiful, should have a bit of pain. That's how I see it personally.
Yeah, or a lot of pain, and then it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Or you just make and there's no emotion.
Yeah, it's -5 IQ music, man.
No, I
but
agree with
it's a
that.
mindset.
When I've been
Emotional
sad, I've
kick
made,
rolls.
Yeah, they make me.
Yeah,
so
they
much
make me
that-
cry.
They make
You
me
guys
cry, bro.
you guys only have major kick rolls, so it's very happy.
Do you know if
Happy
mice
kick
can
rolls.
swim?
Oh.
Oh my.
How the fuck did you manage that?
It just ended up in here.
Well,
Oh,
considering that Tim,
Wait, did I stop recording?
Hey, it works.
I don't think so.
considering
You
the
don't
fact,
say.
It's still working.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't say? You
Bro,
just
these
ask
things
if
are
it works or
indestructible.
not.
considering the fact Tim is having a break
I don't
to
know.
dry
You have
his
6.
mouse,
You should know.
we go on with
Wait, don't worry,
the
man.
introductions.
Hey, hey.
Oh.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh,
Yeah,
prepared.
thank you. This was my magic show. Yeah.
Pull
The
it out
only,
of your ass.
the only thing Flynn was useful for this week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, and he hung the
I did.
bakpapier.
Oh yeah,
I
right.
did,
The
yeah.
bakpapier.
Yes, very
I'm
much.
gonna hold long.
No, it has
What else
duct
have I
tape now.
done?
It's fine.
Nice, okay.
No, that's about it.
I have brought funny jokes.
You wish.
Relative.
You
What?
are the joke.
No, subjective.
Yeah.
Not
Very.
relative.
Renzo,
But,
you wanted to say
Well, I think they're
yes.
funny.
Yeah, just going on with the introductions, I just put the ball back to you, but
Why me?
Back
I
to
already
you.
said
No,
yeah,
I mean-
no, we got completely sidetracked.
Yeah.
Renzo, carry on.
it was my turn, but I was like,
Oh,
you
guys,
started off
hello,
with...
this is Renzo.
Renzo,
Hello.
everyone.
Who are you?
Hey.
I don't know who I am. I'm the mental support.
When is it starting?
Yeah.
Oh, who?
Not yet.
We didn't pay you yet, right?
No.
No.
Hey, you're getting
No,
paid.
no, I'm
I better
getting
hope
paid.
so. Damn.
I get money for this guy.
For being alive.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
man.
Nice, man.
He's my mental support.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like support.
Begeleiders money. You know.
I have so many jokes, but not podcast
Not
friendly.
a-
Not podcast
podcast worthy. No, but I've been doing this, well, not hardstyle, but music a bit longer than Dominic has. Done like I
Ratio.
think 5 million different genres, and
Is there really that many? No. That's crazy.
If there's genres and genders, wait, what are we talking about?
no, only 2 considering Trump.
While AI is coming with more and more genres.
Let's not go down that road.
No, but no, I've been doing.
Let's leave Demi out of this.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh,
Damn.
Hello, bot.
Oh yeah, he's a bot.
Spot Demi.
Hey,
Boost
Agne egg.
grabbing bot.
Hello, man.
Shout out to Demi.
Yeah.
Nah, we love you, Dave.
He left yesterday, so.
Yeah, man, he had to. He was busy. He has a life, man.
Opgeven.
So, yeah. Oh, we don't. Hello.
Apparently not, bro.
Yeah, but not until tomorrow.
I left my wife in 2
Okay,
Yeah.
keep going on.
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no,
Keep
well, I think we've indeed been productive thus far. Here.
Yeah, for those,
Yeah,
for
put me
those
behind the
who-
screen, I'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know,
sure.
I've hit this one melody.
Put me behind the
maybe
screen and you
500
can
times
hear-
in 3 days.
Put me behind the screen and you
It's
can
good
hear
though.
Tim whining like a little bitch.
Oh. Tim is gonna be, oh, why did you do this? What this? When me, I'm in a project, just looking for automations.
Yeah, man.
500
Oh,
million
I just
automations.
hope
Let's
that,
put
like,
500
Hey,
automations.
but
one
then
track.
when you find it, it feels like an achievement.
And
you feel happy.
Yeah, but
You're
you
just
have to do a treasure
draining
hunt.
Oh, so
your
that's how you get
dopamine.
happiness while making music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Draining
fine.
your-
Dopamine hack.
yeah.
Come on, man. You.
Draining your dopamine
Bro leaves
receptors.
clues like he's Indiana Jones in a project.
I
Where's the
see.
treasure?
So that's what happened setting all of this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a scavenger.
But usually it's the same 3 automations, you know. Like you
Yeah,
will always find the same ones.
Yeah.
Because he keeps losing them, so he's redoing
Let's
them.
get
Fruity balance automation.
Let's
Fruity
get
jam.
it.
but
Let's
I-
gatekeep.
But I did make the keyboard shut good.
Let's gatekeep.
Yes.
Nobody
Wow.
is
Yeah, you can find
using
one
that.
of
I love gatekeeping.
And gaslighting.
I wanna
guys,
show you on God. Someone
Oh my
messaged me
God.
Whoa,
about it like
whoa,
3
he's,
days ago.
he's using the lingo.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
Hey,
trying
John's
to.
coming for you.
He's trying to not be a boomer. Oh, good.
Even though he's the one that set everything up. But
Bro-
let's
bro-
not talk about that.
Bro was born in 1900.
What the fuck am I doing today?
Let's talk again when you are my age, yes?
No, I'd rather
I
not.
don't think I will reach
I
it.
think in these parts.
Okay, but
No,
yes.
but finishing it off.
Thank you.
Good conversation, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, when all of this shit happens, we're just gonna put something.
Could you please?
Is Renzo problematic? Like he's been trying to introduce himself for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You can just say your name, maybe.
Hello, Renzo. Max.
Thanks. Alright.
Why
your
you,
turn.
you just said my name. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, alright. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
we also
sir.
did yes now.
Oh, well, we're done.
Now, my name is Max. I'm French, and
Oh, there we go.
everyone on this
Oh, we
fucking-
drink to that, guys.
Cheers.
Proost.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
Roast.
You're empty? Well, very good.
Unlucky.
The worst spawn location, to
No,
be
but
fair.
genuinely, if the conversation like gets distracted, then we'll start talking over each other. Subway service in the middle of the screen. Keep the engagement high.
By the way, do you notice that this is a podcast with ADHD people? Because I don't. It's great. Damn.
Let's have an AI to list everything that we talked about, and then get a roadmap,
TikTok subtitles.
and then a roadmap, and then you'll see like.
You have the new Google tool. Just put it in. It will make like a structured podcast out of it. Just
Nice.
leave the video out. Just only
One
audio.
introduction is at 1 hour and the other one is at 20 minutes, and
Yeah.
you just skip back and forth.
No, but
Yes.
we had the French guy.
I'm
Last
Jesse. Yeah, hello.
Jesse gaat als een trein.
Yeah.
Ja.
Yeah.
Ja.
You asked why I'm still doing this.
Yeah.
I ask myself that a lot of times. But I think it's just my friends. I made all my friends through music.
Same.
And yeah, you keep sharing stuff with each other. You get motivated by each other.
Yeah.
And I still do love hardstyle, especially.
Your style.
Yeah,
Yes.
sounds-
What
The
a
old
show.
school sound.
Old
But
school.
based on your region,
What
like,
a
this
sound.
classic
A
just-
pioneer.
No, but like I think it's very common for like like artists in like our era. I think.
But they love old school sound.
No, that they're kind of still in it because they fucking love that
Yeah,
sound so much.
it's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
Grew up with, and it
Yeah, you
has.
can't let it go. And you're like,
Yes.
oh fuck.
I get it. Yeah.
I can do it all, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
flexible.
Sure, buddy.
No,
Sure.
but I mean, I guess it kind of stems from how you just end up making the music that you originally fell in love with.
exactly. I'm just making what I love the most myself now.
Makes the best music.
This is
yeah.
true.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not trying to be cheesy, but
Yeah,
that comes from the heart.
I'm still in this because I feel like I didn't achieve the goals I set to myself.
Is that an ego thing or like a personal thing?
It's
It's a
both.
determination thing.
It's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your goals, if you wanna elaborate?
Don't answer. Watch the interview.
Yes.
Watch the interview.
That's so
In the
short.
description, probably. 'cause
Yeah, like let them elaborate. Let
No,
them.
Just joking.
I don't know. Like I'm still figuring it out. You know. Like
Okay.
like the goals always change as
It's good though.
I think
What-
that's the best way
What
to
was
be,
your
though.
biggest goal then, the last 10 years?
making my music better,
No,
have a better
yeah.
quality.
But is there not an
And,
end goal?
yeah,
Like, where
that's
does this
the-
lead to?
It has no end goal. Like making it better.
This
Just
is, yeah, like,
Yeah.
I work on myself every day, but like,
But don't in
Mhm.
retrospect, don't you think that having no
Attempts are
end
made.
goal makes it
Okay.
so that like the sky is the limit? You can keep
Yeah.
going.
Like someone asked me that question one day, and I couldn't answer
Yeah, me.
on the spot. No, it wasn't you.
yesterday.
Because I feel like if you set yourself a final end goal, you can find yourself to that end goal.
Yeah, but
because
the thing
for
is,
me it was really clear. Like 2006, whenever I started, like I watched
Well,
the climax thing.
I
was
had-
like, I want to make the climax anthem.
I watched the climax 2006, and I said, yeah, I would love to play that
oh,
stage
that's why
one
your
day.
music after
Okay,
climax
boys.
was shit. You just reached your end goal. You were like,
I came and then I moved on.
you came. Okay.
Okay, that's enough of that. No, but like
God.
if you have an end goal, once you reach it, then you will be content with yourself and feel like,
No,
oh,
I
I've
wa- I
reached my
wasn't-
goal now, so
wasn't
I'm
content,
where I
but-
want to be.
No, but
No, but some people
the-
might.
didn't you
Okay.
have
I
like
was
a,
looking for a purpose.
no,
Mm.
not kidding, but like if you
Gee,
set that goal,
contract.
like it took 10 years. If you finally reach that goal, isn't it like drained? Like, or do you have like a next goal?
While he's
There,
Because-
there were, but
he's doing this now.
Yeah,
But-
but not like
There-
trying
there-
to give a blowjob, but you mean you know,
no, there were. There were.
not trying to be like.
There were different goals for me. Like for example, like having maybe like my own party or doing maybe like the Defcon anthem.
Your own body.
But those came like at wrong timings for me personally as
Yeah.
an artist. So like I like never ended up having those, and then yeah, kind of like just browsing out there. Like
Yeah, but what I mean,
yeah, you
what-
just it's like, okay, what do I do now? Like I love collaborating with people, so I like looked for the most obscure connection I could find. No, actually, like I tried like reaching out to like guys like Kill the Noise or like Sultan, just to
push your creative boundaries.
yeah, because they make music that I like, and I would like to cross a bridge somewhere. you
Yeah,
know,
okay,
like-
but still, like, that's like vague boundaries, like making my music better. It's like, where do
Yeah,
you,
a
where
little-
do you?
a little bit, but like having one goal push forward another.
Yeah,
So it's a domino
sure, but
effect, huh?
just going back to like
Yeah, for me.
what you said, like the climax moment, right? And like at some point in your career, for you especially, like not for us, but you've done like, if you look at hard goals, like
Yeah,
for example,
I could have
anthem
quit. I
or
could have quit after that,
yeah, no, but I mean like
personally.
after that,
Yeah.
where do you go?
You're searching.
Where do we
Yeah.
You just no, but
Where do we
The
go
goal
now,
is
Tim?
to keep yourself happy with
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
so
but
like
that's
stuff you
difficult
make.
if you've reached like your set end goal after 10 years.
That's what I
Yeah,
started
yeah,
with
and
your
also
goal.
if it comes with success, it's also like there's like a stigma connected to it, that because people want a certain thing from you now,
Yeah.
and then whatever you do in the future on, doesn't matter if it's not on par with what you already did.
Yeah, bring back
Release.
2014 atmozfears.
Yeah, and but
No,
For me-
not being like joking, but
for me, like the release was something new,
yeah.
and people expect release over and over again all the time. But I want to make something new again.
Do we
Yes.
still expect that from
A
you?
little bit. But
I'm surprised.
For
Fucking
me,
10 years
for me, the
more.
release was something new, and then I did release. So I'm not gonna do release over and over and over again, because then I could just go work in a factory, because it feels the same way for me.
Sure, but aren't you like subconsciously like constantly trying to?
No, yeah. Well, I did for a couple of years,
Yeah, which is logical because you want to keep that success going.
and then it like plateaued. I think Cubase Anthem was the last time I
18,
think
right? Or
19.
19.
where I felt like I had like a spark there somewhere, and then after it became a little bit autopilot. And it took like the pandemic for me to find
With
the
the
love for the music
My
again.
Story album. Is
Yeah,
might be a good
started
example.
it. That
It's like a
started
little
it.
spark.
Yeah.
That started it, but before that it was just on autopilot, and you could hear it in my music, and you can also see that it, like
I agree. Yeah,
it was
Actually.
like for me
Yeah.
as well.
it's
but
good quality, but it wasn't. I don't know. You
We
were.
didn't have the same
No,
feeling.
yeah,
Yeah, you were
yeah.
vaguely there or something.
yeah, the soul
That
wasn't
now,
there.
that's what I told you. Like abstract, I really feel you.
Yeah,
you came,
same.
But it's because
you
I,
came back with that.
because I,
song.
because
you
like
love it.
because I like what I'm doing again.
Yeah.
You know? So and yeah, if there's like a lot
And
of
you're also around people like us, which makes it even more fun.
Oh, you're
Taking all
around
of
me,
the
man.
credit.
We are making
No, it does-
half the tracks for abstract.
it does
artists.
help when you have people saying like you're doing great shit, but if there's people saying that you shouldn't do this, it
Who's-
only one makes me do it more.
No, but I think us together, like, even though people might be at like different levels, so to say, for me, it's always good to just bounce ideas off something. Like as you said, if you send something to someone and they're like, "Yo, it's perfect,"
Yeah, out of
I will always give my personal feedback that is taste in a way of maybe you could do this, or I would do this here.
Yeah.
As in, I would do that personally, but not, oh, I don't like this, so you shouldn't do it. Because
more-
if you did it, that
more,
means
it's more like a pass, and then you see if the other people.
Yeah,
but
because
the
you don't
more,
have
the
to
more
do anything
feedback,
with
the
it.
better.
Yeah.
yeah,
Always.
you don't have to use it, but it's always good to have it.
And to be honest, like the best feedback is probably from like people who don't even make music.
Yeah. If you want
I don't know about that.
if you wanna
It
if you
depends.
wanna look at it business related.
Yes,
I-
but you
I
could
take
also
my,
find
uh,
like a way in the middle.
I take my girlfriend's advice pretty seriously, honestly.
Yeah, but she listened to it.
Yeah, but like she's used to hardstyle.
Yeah, but if you just ask anyone who doesn't listen to like hardstyle the same way that you do, they'll be like, "Where's the Zach kick? Where's the boat
Zach?
horn kick?"
What is this?
Stupidity is what it is.
Whoa,
Yeah.
strong
Oh,
opinions.
Yes. Some of them are good, but don't overdo it because it's annoying.
No, but when it comes
Oh,
to
Straightforward.
Yeah, I don't
Thank you,
care.
Flynn.
when it comes to feedback, there are definitely many different areas of feedback.
Yeah, and levels
and
of
every single perspective is important. You know, you have the
Definitely.
perspective
Yeah,
of
but-
producers,
Mhm.
and already there you can even split it up to be even further. Like, just among us in this group, I know exactly who to go for when I'm looking for what kind of feedback. Like, I will go to
Yeah, exactly.
Jessa if I'm looking for something with mixed down in the leads.
Holy shit, true.
Yes.
I'd go to
Actually,
if I want to
yeah.
clip everything. Go to
I'll go to Tim.
Red is good. Red line's a headline.
Redlining is headlining.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Yes.
No, but like
I just want to say this, like Tim is gonna master all our tunes on Inner Circle.
Am I?
So
No.
yes.
Is
Am I? I didn't
I'm
consent.
not
I
doing
didn't
it
consent.
I would
Wait.
rather do it myself.
Yeah,
I'd rather do
I
it
can-
myself as well.
I'm not like you can all cut
Tim.
your own hair.
I can
Yeah.
show you the contract.
Yes.
I can show you the contract.
Are you
Contract.
mastering?
What contract?
Look
Exactly.
at the contract.
What contract, bro?
Exactly.
You guys are getting paid.
You gave your consent, bro.
Hey,
So-
I don't earn anything off this.
The bottom
I don't
line-
earn anything
Wow,
off.
so my friendship means nothing to you. Okay.
Damn. Yeah.
The bottom
This is
line,
gonna be
if,
an awkward
No, wait,
podcast now, man.
if the tracks
You
are
haven't-
clipping,
you
if the
have-
tracks are clipping, it's because of you.
Okay.
Oh,
Or
sure,
no,
it's
just-
your
just-
project.
Okay.
Just like you've been like trying to really change your sound over the years.
No.
Well, no,
No.
no, but you've been.
I'm just making music.
And
we
this is
just
it.
we just talked about creative boundaries.
Yeah.
Like
I have none.
No, but he's saying like you
That's-
plateaued for a
that's
while
the
before
point.
COVID.
No, but like,
that's the point. But that wasn't where I was going. Like we talked in the beginning about Jesse trying to keep like that old school.
I still
kind
didn't
of
answer my
vibe
question, by
going.
the way.
What I want to keep alive is that feeling what I got from listening to a noise controller tune every
Yeah, sure,
time.
go ahead, man.
No, but like every time I listen to a tune of his in 2011, it was like a new dimension opened, and that's what I want to keep.
That's
keep
what you want
passing.
to pass
Yeah.
to the next producers.
Someone has to be the new noise controllers, you know.
No,
No,
No.
there's never
No,
gonna
someone
be
has
one.
to be the-
It's
the
just
right
it's
one.
just a quote
Yeah.
I heard
I'm
one
just-
time.
I'm
There's never gonna be one again.
silence good man.
Bleep that up.
Inside joke, inside joke.
But
Inside circle.
it's just chasing that feeling that I have. It's not that someone has to do it, but I am chasing that feeling, and I am chasing the feeling in music.
No, okay, but what I was trying to say is like you said yourself, trying to get out some like sketchy collaborations with different genres, different people, that kind of stuff.
Hmm?
But what I mean is like in the beginning, yes, I said like I'm trying to keep that hardstyle, that old school vibe, and we also talked about goals, and for you that goal is to keep on expanding that creative boundary. So I wanted to ask
No,
like
I don't think that's your goal anymore. I really don't think
No.
so. I think you changed that goal actually. Now you're doing just whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's
but
isn't
what is
that
the-
like
what
a
is- what is
creative
the-
boundary?
what is the-
Like
what is the
there
goal
is.
then?
Yeah, but
There's-
that's
what
what
is
I
it
mean.
you
There
want?
is
But
no
only you
boundary.
know.
That is not a creative boundary. That is
What if
creative
I don't know?
freedom.
Yeah, there
Then
is no
yes, nobody
boundary.
knows.
That's what I said.
If
Where
my-
do we go now?
If my opponents don't know what I'm doing, how?
My opponents.
Yeah.
You see your colleagues as opponents.
Yeah.
No,
That's
it's-
it,
Yeah.
that's it.
I'm playing chess right now.
The
That's-
music
that's
world is
interesting
a
view, man.
competition.
No, it is.
Don't believe everything they say about
I see
hardstyle
my
family.
colleagues mostly as well, for me, idols, icons,
Oh my God,
teachers.
no, I-
But that has stopped the last kind of 5 years.
Because there's been no one that can be an icon, or because
Because
the
they gave
icons
up.
you had back
No,
in the day
because
Not for
are not
him.
there
because
anymore.
because
Do-
most of the new people are like they all are the same breed, whereas before everyone was different because they had no upbringing,
Yeah.
and now everyone is schooled by.
There's been something before, so we
Yeah,
can
but
at
I
least do that.
think that like
That's a bad
if
school.
you ask like
No,
Everybody's schooled by TikTok.
yeah, if you're getting schooled by TikTok.
yeah, that's the thing. If you ask like new school people, like the people who started listening like 2-3 years ago, they're like, huh, old school hardstyle all sound the same kick.
No, not at all.
No, but
No,
they
but that's
they
not
generally
yeah.
we don't, but they generally
But
think that.
what's old hardstyle for them?
before
like-
20.
Yeah.
2016, 2017, before.
Really?
But I think
Yeah.
the
That now
reason
I
why
feel it.
No, but that's like
That's
generally.
nice.
Amsterdam.
Sorry,
Can I
sorry.
leave?
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, shit. I'm
Like for me, I feel like I'm like kind of I'm not your generation, but me and Max.
That's how I feel.
No,
that's
no,
wrong.
but me and Max.
That's why I hate
But
you.
me and Max are also not their generation because
Now we're
we
in the middle.
we
No,
met in a
yeah.
Skype group
You-
like 10, 11 years ago.
You literally have the
So-
same feeling that me and Corey Black have, standing in between Sub-Zero and Wild Styles, for example.
Yeah.
We're like, we're not that.
Mm-hmm.
we're in between.
No,
We're special.
I'm so lost, man.
Bro,
You're simply the younger
it's-
sibling of the same generation.
it's the same thing when you like watch sports and you like realize like, oh, I'm 25, and then like a 17-year-old guy debuts the team and he just scores like 2 goals, like
Yeah, like
Lamine Yamal for
Yamal,
Barcelona,
yeah.
and you're like, bro, when I was that age, I was like not that.
It kind of made me feel
Did
like
you have that like
bro.
with Sefa, for example? Like, damn, I'm getting cooked here.
It hasn't happened yet, no.
It's not like jealousy, but it's more
not
like
jealousy,
self-reflection,
but like-
sort of.
Appreciate, like I have appreciation a lot, but
Yeah.
it has been years since something came over me.
Well, I think
Hey,
the reason
yo.
for that is, I mean,
Chill.
correct me if I'm wrong, but back in the day,
You heard it first.
back in the day,
You heard it first,
there was
live.
like
Oh, no,
tutorials
live.
to things, so everyone just
Yeah.
fucked around and found their own sound.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you want to sound like this person? Watch this 10-minute video. Done. Download
Here-
this sample pack. done.
Here's the sample pack.
Here's
Yeah,
a sample
exactly.
pack with
Here's
all their
everything
stuff.
you need.
Not no names
No-
of
no hate.
companies, but
No hate.
No
Huh?
hate. But like,
Because you can be very creative with that stuff. It's just the choice of the people if they are creative with it.
making a quick buck.
Yeah, you guys have to get a tattoo together, you two.
What the fuck you're
With
talking
three,
about, bro?
with 3 letters.
Yeah.
Like 3.
Bro, you did the glide leads, you ruined the scene as well.
whoa!
It's
Whoa,
not his
whoa,
fault.
whoa,
It's not
whoa,
his
whoa,
fault
whoa,
that
whoa.
everyone copied it.
Sorry, I made a good tune, man.
What man?
Says
dare you.
says
Oh,
who,
man.
bro?
Bring back what man?
A temper, mate.
Hashtag,
Okay.
forget.
Fair enough.
Hidden talent, keep it hidden.
Yeah, this goes hard on mute.
Now, Tim, we actually didn't talk about inner circle at all since we started. So, what's the motivation for you starting this with all this cunts? here?
You guys keep
Sorry?
calling me old.
I love you all, by the way.
Keeps you motivated
Yeah.
to be new school.
To
be not
be
old.
Yeah.
Stay old, you
So,
don't stay old.
no, I just looked back at my life like the last with the pandemic. I had a lot of time to sit at home and do nothing.
That's 5 years ago.
Did you
by the
meet
way.
any?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, me.
Did we? Oh,
Yeah, bro, the thing with Demi Canon, the producer contest.
Shout out
Oh, yeah, right.
I won it with Wiggle,
Yeah.
and then we were supposed to finish that, and we never did. And you were like,
Wick.
and then you were like,
Yeah.
oh, you play Rocket League? Let's play Rocket League.
Attempts were made.
Yeah, well, now we have a track coming out in like a month.
And we had the
So-
same thing, live streaming, because income.
Yeah.
And you were like, just all
I
send
was
demos.
live streaming because I just wanted to show my tits.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be that guy, but
You want to
I
show
came out of
what?
work one day and he
Hey,
DM'd
don't
me,
worry about it.
So
Hey,
Okay, you're
Pinot-
special. We already knew you're special in a different
Yeah.
way, but
No,
No,
but it was the same thing for us. You were like streaming, hey, send tunes. And we send a tune.
but I used to just
And you were
spam
like,
this
hey, this melody's sick, man.
one.
And then you sent like,
Beyond the sky. by the way.
yeah, man.
I
that
hate it.
tune, I hate it too, but
Stop saying that.
in
I
the
hate
end-
When
Love
do you
your
guys,
own
when do you
words,
guys
bro.
hear me,
I love
like,
it, man.
When do I ever say that I hate a tune?
Oh, so I asked you to put Atmospheres Time Stand Still on today, and you was like, no, I'm gonna delete it if I find it.
thank you for your input. But
I'm gonna get a Red Bull.
in the end, what happened? You sent like a
But it's really
Discord message. Hey,
It's a really good tune. Right?
guys,
yeah, I like it.
the tune
Let's
is
do
good. Let's make collab. And we were like, yeah,
Was
sure.
that my communication?
Ooh, 4 months later. Yes, let's
Yeah,
do
you
it.
did the
4
same
months
for me.
later again.
Yeah, but that's just communication.
Yeah,
But it happened, didn't
But
it?
it happened in the
Yeah,
end.
It happened
Multiple
twice.
times.
Next time,
back
try
to you
a
was
letter.
2022.
I was at
COVID
Postdive,
was 2019. It took 3 years.
Yeah, Voices
Bro,
Calling took how long?
it took longer for me. What do you mean?
Skill
You
issue.
wanna talk
Yeah,
about it? Voices Calling started in February or like March or something of
The tune
2020.
with Jesse has been sitting there for 5 years now.
Hey, featuring
Which
Caleb.
one?
Yeah, which one?
Also featuring. Problem me. Yeah, I waited 3 years for Voices
No,
Calling
no,
to
hey,
get
hey, Jesse,
featured.
our tune came out, but on Dirty Works Update. By someone else. So
Cringe.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, but
that's streaming. Nice.
that's actually
Lost forever.
the way I think Inner Circle really.
Subtle.
Not too obvious.
No, but I think that's the way Inner Circle really came together with like me, Dominic.
Yeah, it just spawned.
Yeah, we just no, but literally we just
No, it
spawned
kinda
out of
did,
nowhere.
we kinda just-
I'm not keeping up with the
The
lingo.
same-
or
we
is
same
it-
just know
for
we
you.
could
No,
just
it's fine,
fuse
it's fine.
together because
It's fine,
like,
old man.
You're
we
fine,
Keep
realized
going.
we realized that like individually we all fitted, or like we all fit
Oh,
with each
you
other.
are.
Weren't you like also
Special
like
case.
pandemic time, Victor?
Come again?
Like no, I will not.
You should have listened.
But for you, it also was like pandemic time when
Yeah,
you
you mentioned
first came in contact with.
definitely.
That's when you joined my server.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
so
like
Mistake one.
Yeah, definitely.
He didn't
Listening
want
to
yours. Jealous, bro.
No, but pandemic time
you
was
just
very
stole all his members.
I needed your mods, man.
Yeah, take over.
Fair enough.
pandemic time was very special for me though because I was always a very shy kid in,
Oh, you
in
got
some
silly
indoor.
Still are. Still, you still
yeah,
is.
like
Yeah.
as soon
England.
as
Second
everything
vodka, bro.
really fucked off to inside. Like when I started joining Discord voice chats and whatnot, it was literally to force myself to speak more. Genuinely, I'll be 100% honest. When I would sit in the voice chats alone for like 40 minutes
Yeah, I
waiting for someone
remember
to
this.
join,
I
was
remember it.
I was scared shitless for someone to join, but I had
Actually,
to do it.
by the way, it's all this shit that I'm here and Dominic here is your fault.
Sorry.
No,
Why?
no,
Whoa.
like back.
Sorry?
No, listen.
You
ba-
should be on
no,
your
no.
knees right now.
But no, I think I joined Tim server in 2018, and then you joined voice chat out of nowhere, and you were like, "Hey, who are you?"
Oh yeah.
And you were just like, then we
I
made.
got it. I made a tune
really
for that.
extroverted.
Okay, good.
Who?
Yeah,
Who?
thank you, Tim.
You're all
Tim Shady.
out of
My
nowhere.
name is.
No, but in the end, you were like, "Hey, come to Max server," and I was like,
Yeah, because I'm.
"What
super
server?" You
extroverted,
sent me
so-
invite. I joined
See,
there.
your best friend told him to join my server, man.
Are we best friends?
Yeah, but then
I didn't know that.
in the end,
Oh, This
And
is
where-
news.
And where is
Hey,
your
nice,
server?
Who was I
huh?
talking to?
Hey,
I don't
we
know.
know.
Yeah, now the server is kind of gone.
Yeah, but what happened
No,
was
I
I
adopted
just joined voice chat out of nowhere
Yeah.
with you. You were like, "Oh, let's make tune."
Yeah.
Made like the
Yeah.
shittest tune
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, that's
What
why.
was
I-
it?
That is Finn talking.
Let's
about.
make you. Are you talking about him or me?
No, him.
Oh,
But
okay.
not everything's about you.
And then, and then you joined out of
You're
nowhere.
not the main character.
And he
bro.
actually asked like
He
the other
was
Max,
looking at me.
German Max.
Maximilian, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, should we make collab?" And he said, "No time." And he was like, "Oh, Renzo, you want to do it then?" Now we're here, man.
Sick man.
Yeah,
It's your fault.
So I get 10% royalties on my iTunes.
No,
Without me, they
he's
wouldn't
second
do-
choice, by the way.
Yeah.
You win.
Second choice?
Still am.
Who was first choice?
Still second choice.
No, but I think the server was really
Your mic
helpful
is
for during COVID for everyone.
Yeah.
Like you guys started making music, and I told you guys yesterday I was so impressed by how fast you improved
Yep.
on music. Same for you, Nino, and and Victor as well. Someone's getting cold.
Let's do this part over.
No, keep going because I know who it is.
It was the same.
mommy. It's this mom.
Oh, well, all right. Wait.
Like,
Let's
you have the
let's
mouse.
take 3-minute break. We grab drink
Yeah, guys,
because
go
everyone's
to
nearly
machine,
empty.
Go to the toilet, get a drink.
Someone's calling, so we can go on now.
Oh, we
Yes,
just got it. Don't
We
go
see
to
you
it.
back in a bit.
So we are doing an album.
Yeah.
I need subtitles.
Are we?
Yeah,
For who?
We're doing an
we are
album.
doing an album.
Yeah, so.
Okay, wait.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Wow.
We are doing an album.
Everyone,
We are doing an album.
I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, exactly
Why
what
there you go, bro.
Praat anders doorheen.
no, but
No, okay.
We're doing an album.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have like a solo track of
What's the
each,
me-
Yeah,
What's the
yeah,
message?
each and a collab with you. It's Welcome to the Circle.
Alright.
That was your idea,
Yeah, true. It's great. I love this.
which I don't really like.
Hey,
but
Hey,
don't like
tell me
it.
more.
yeah.
Tell me more about my own
why I
idea.
don't like it?
Tell me
about
why.
my album.
I know for you it's too simple because it has to be complex and elegant.
As a French DNA.
I know.
Yeah,
No, complex.
it's a complex
It has
situation.
to be a bon voyage.
Oi.
Bon voyage.
Ga even heel snel naar
Ja,
huis.
lekker.
No, but yeah, an album. Then.
Interesting.
Yes.
So each week we're gonna introduce a new artist to this.
Yeah, I don't know when will we release
Hey,
the
and
podcast,
after
though?
that, guys, you're all on your own.
Maybe after.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. When's this podcast getting released? Because it might be after
Uh,
the launch album.
if you want, I can have
We
this
can also
ready
do it
in a
before.
week.
We can have snippets.
Okay,
like,
so,
introduction snippets.
Before
and
we
then
go
we're
on, we start this again, and we don't talk about release
let's do
dates.
it
We
one
just do album tune with Tim.
Yeah.
What is how did your tune
Yeah,
come to what it is
Yeah,
now?
Yeah,
okay,
it's still a
blah,
brief
blah.
thing now. Let's not tease too much. That'll be
Okay.
like, yeah,
No.
No, but
the
just
brief
how
is-
did it?
Yeah, yeah. Come to life.
Tell the process. Hey, it's going great, huh?
Yeah, no, but hey Victor, talk about your tune.
To talk about my tune,
Who?
we don't have a melody yet.
It's going great, right?
Yeah.
No, okay, but
Speed
Yeah,
run.
let's do it.
Okay,
Okay.
three,
I'll do the
2,
work. Okay.
1.
Welcome back to the circle, guys. After a short, brief break, we're back with some more of our bullshit. So
And drinks.
yeah, and drinks.
Thanks for
so
being here.
thanks for being here.
Thanks
indeed.
for coming back.
Thanks for staying here.
Yeah, thanks for staying.
And yeah, a little bit more about the inner circle. Yeah, we're gonna do an like an album EP kind of thing. Like it's
Album.
kind of yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind
it's an
of.
album. Yeah.
That's an album.
It's an album.
And
Is it definite album?
Yes.
yeah,
100%.
You guys want to have it on your shelf in like a year?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do not.
I
but,
think.
Yeah, because in
not
10
really,
years I'm
honestly,
gonna
man.
look back and think that was a
Yeah, you get it above your bed. I know, but
yeah, but
I have a poster of you.
the idea is of introducing the artist, being a part of the circle, and just letting your own sound shine through, and also doing a tune with Tim. Came up with the idea of like showcasing the sound we all have, and a combination of the two. So
can I hook in?
yeah, sure.
You say introducing all the artists, but most of you can already meet your own name.
Yeah,
on
but
it.
like
Yeah,
to
but
the
it's-
more to the people.
Okay, but it feels so weird to me because you guys also have your own thing going, so you should take that. Take
no,
that
yeah, no,
but
take that on your voyage for the future. Like just.
I have no fans.
No, look at your face, man.
And I have no friends, so it's
Yeah.
fine, bro.
Hey,
No, but
This
you
is
guys
the way
have-
we keep our
you-
relationship healthy, man.
You guys have your own thing going and a good thing going as well. So don't how do you
Yeah,
say
but-
it? De kleine jezelf niet zo.
Nee,
Yeah.
sure, but
Don't,
I think
put
this is
yourself
like
down.
it's like a new chapter for a lot of us.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it should just also signify
Yes.
Yeah.
signal
Yes.
to people that I don't really care about how big your artist penis is. As in like you're Mr. DJ Mac #1. I don't care as long as you can make good music, and you're a good dude.
You're
All
welcome.
So that's
don't-
why
I
Well,
don't
us-
know
I don't think I
preferences
can
these
do
days.
either of those.
Tim,
Yeah,
that's why us then.
Hmm?
Like why us?
yeah. Why us?
Yeah, like it could
Yeah.
have been anyone else. Because there is a lot
But
of talented people out there.
Well,
Are there?
Yeah.
Is it that we're
Biting
like,
his tongue.
well, no.
Is it that we're like minded?
Sure, there's people that know how to make success,
But
and,
how,
and
how,
there's talented people.
how do you hear someone
I don't
has
know.
it?
I just do.
Okay.
If I tell you that, like,
That's his talent.
if no, but if I could,
Yeah, yeah,
if
no,
I could,
it's-
if I could
it's nice.
explain this to everyone, everyone would have the same music taste as me.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it doesn't make any sense. But
It's-
I can.
Is it a taste thing?
I had it with all of you from the first tune I heard. It was like, okay, there's something there.
Yeah,
like-
I don't know how, because I listened to the first couple of things I sent
Yeah.
you, and
No, but I had it with like I only.
No, but that's also that.
the only one that took me a little bit was Jesse.
wow.
No,
I was back
we,
with,
we were doing the same thing. We were like trying to copy our idols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back when
So
I
we're
was,
both-
That's definitely not how Tim found me.
No, but that.
No.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like you.
I used to spam his Discord with remakes, and he reached out to me one day because apparently I was pretty good at it. Which, listening back compared to what I make now, I definitely was not.
No, but what you were
Um,
saying, you said like, if I listen back, I don't know why he contacted me, but that's what he said. I just
Yeah,
hear.
he hears
I-
like,
here.
and I've
He
had
has
I've
the
had
potential
have
for
ha-
it.
had this experience with like a lot of artists, like with Audio Tricks, like also with Dion, and it's just always the first one, and I know, and then I know that I have to get these people a little bit like closer.
yeah, give him
Yeah,
a little
I
push,
can-
you know.
let me clarify. I was for Stuka back then, where he was talking.
Oh,
exposed.
Bless you, Willie.
No, but I mean, I get why you don't like.
No, but I did the same. I did the same as you.
Yeah, Festuca was amazing.
I did,
bro.
yeah.
In the end,
Hey,
it was better.
One tune I always play in the classic sets.
Festicador.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
I was doing the same thing, so I was like, I'm trying to beat this guy.
Hi,
Sure.
you're on
But
2.0.
how-
But you push each other.
Yeah, no,
In
but
that way.
it was a really healthy. Yeah,
Competition in.
so
It's
like,
funny that you feel
Aanhalingstekens.
no, I didn't feel like a true cop, but it felt like it was always push. I'm like,
"Ah,
It was kind of like more of a motivation
Yeah.
pull.
Yeah.
You're on a
I
similar
want
path,
to-
so it's like.
No, I get that because when you guys send me like a epic tune, I'm like, fuck, I need to make a better one now.
yeah, bro, and that's the
And
feeling.
it's
That's the
healthy,
feeling I want to
actually.
have all
Yeah.
the time.
It's a
I'm
healthy
like, oh,
thing.
fucking do grind
And
on.
that's something that really pushed me to go further and further was especially with Carlos a-rize and also Unino, is that I always felt like I was lacking behind, but every single tune that I heard from the both of you guys specifically, it always felt like it wouldn't take me that much longer before I was able to reach that level. But of course, as I climbed, you guys climbed, and so I basically always had this gap to make up for, and that really kept pushing me.
Yeah,
You feel
that's
like
exactly what-
constantly
yeah.
trailing, but
Yeah,
that also
exactly.
makes you
But at
better.
the same time, I always felt like I can catch up to
But,
this. I
yeah.
can catch up to them right now, what they're doing.
Mhm.
It's just that they also
The-
go.
I
they
really
move
feel
when I
like
move.
you guys, like, I don't want to say your generation, but you, Carlos, Victor, are all from like that same.
I feel differently about it because for me, as I said, like
Yeah.
much earlier.
but like age
You
wise.
hang out with
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of older artists.
You
as
guys
Yeah,
were
that's
earlier
true.
than me, Flynn.
No, for sure. But as I said earlier, I met Max like 10, 12 years ago when I started producing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think it was also during COVID that Carlos joined his Discord server.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that
Uh,
guy
and that guy
is
went,
not normal.
Like in the time frame
Who?
where he went from
I
nothing
think he just swallowed the book
yeah
of how to,
to,
make
to,
music.
to the
Like,
level
ah.
that he was at.
Yeah,
But-
it's insane, huh?
But at first I had the same thing you had. I was like, wow, like I've been making music for so long. Like it's at the start it was maybe kind of jealousy, like he's going so quick and his music was improving, and then he, got to AOC and he was making steps, and then of course someone is your friend, so you're happy for them. But then as I got a bit older, I realized, yeah, but we both make hardstyle, but he is a different philosophy and different
Mhm.
way.
Yeah.
Like
That's
his,
important.
his way is very maybe detailed and maybe more emotional than what mine is. I still try to put emotion in it, but it's a just a different route. So
It's
then
like
you
that-
just
and-
gain respect for someone.
It's kind
Yeah.
of
I think
treading
you have
path
the
of
same
different
with
shoes.
him that I have with Demi. Like I hate Demi in the most loving way.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I have.
Except
Every time still, Carlos
bro,
sends me a
this-
tune,
this-
I'm like, bro,
this-
how did you do this?
This dude has never like read a single note his entire life, and always the melodies make sense. I'm like,
No, but it's the same thing like I have with you. If we do this tune like we are doing now, I'm like, it's 3 leads and 1 chord layer, and I'm like, I look at the mixing chain, I'm like, there's nothing special here. There's nothing special here, but it works.
and that's when the
Yeah, because
specialty
it makes
music.
it
And
so
that's like the
special
point. I get like a firearm and shoot myself.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
I don't.
I know, but honestly,
No, no, no.
in game,
In game,
in
Minecraft.
I'll take the compliment, but I've been doing this for almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
And if you put your inflate on plus 6 off. I'm joking. But no, but you know what I mean. And
No, but that's
it's just always that strong character, and there's always something that just it works. And
Yeah.
somehow if I look at you producing, you still have that same thing we have. I'm just doing something, and sure.
Yeah, honestly, yes and no. It doesn't work for him all the time.
No,
Like,
but that's
you-
what I
you-
mean.
You
It's
don't have
it's
a concept that is like music is trial and error. You cannot
yeah.
get it right all the time.
no sure,
it's
but
still flashing.
it also helps. Like
Flash.
if you've been doing it for a long
Yeah,
time.
I have to keep the lore up. I don't pick up my phone.
Yeah, well, why the flash?
Yeah, we know we don't pick up your
The
phone.
flash, bro.
Right, next.
No, but
Yeah.
like
Hey mom, I'm in a meeting right now. Zeg even hoi mam.
Hallo,
Brabant.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so within.
Oh, yeah, dan woon je.
5 seconds he goes on. Not answering my phone. Hello, mom.
Well, that's a clip.
Yeah, my mom won't go to sleep if I don't.
Yeah, that's
Aw.
No, but
Yeah.
What a clip though. Mom calls
Yeah.
during
Yes.
coming back to the point we were talking about.
You had a point?
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember what we were talking about. I got
No, we
so
were
invested
we
in
were
that.
talking about the fact that
Love.
Time.
Okay, okay.
Time.
No, no,
relationship with
We're
your
friends, and you need to hear the
Yeah.
spark in music.
yeah, and
music is trial and error.
we were
Yeah.
talking about like you said you're doing this for a longer time, sure, and that also helps if like if you make a project, you have 25 versions, you save everything you do, and over the years,
Multiple versions.
yeah, but you've built up a catalog of like chains, like
But I don't. I never use them. I make them, but I always go back to making something new again because I noticed if I open up a template and I open up like an old project copy,
It's gonna end up the same.
I hate it
But
so
no,
much that
I
if
got
I
something.
listen to a tune by a like a
It's
artist
not
that
a
I like,
podcast anymore. It's conversation.
no, but that's
Yeah, Subway Surfers.
yeah.
but
Underneath.
I hate it when I hear a tune of one of my colleagues and I can just hear the project it's made in. It's so lazy to me.
Yeah, no, sure,
hang on
but
a minute.
don't you have like, for
It's
example,
personal.
I don't get that.
Seek
the-
help.
the tune we made right now was based on another tune.
Wow.
We don't
Wow,
say
so
which one.
original.
Which
Huh?
one?
The Sigma tune.
Huh?
It came out of the project of the Sigma tune.
Oh yeah, but
No,
this-
but don't you have like, if you have a good project in which you
no.
already have like a vibe going, it just
No.
clicks for you,
Yeah.
it sparks.
No.
Yeah.
We have like 40
Well,
melodies in one pack.
Yeah, we have
Well,
like,
No, I never do this.
For me, I have projects like this, and it's good to get me started.
yeah.
And then it's just so that I can make a melody while getting
Yeah,
a feel.
exactly, but
for my
that's how
sound.
we do.
But then when I save it as a new version, and then I like change the leads
Yeah,
around
sure.
and change every preset that's in there,
Sure, but
and then I make it creative. But for like sometimes making
Wil je nog iets
melodies,
zeggen, Jes?
I just got a trauma when rebuilding a new track in other projects. It gets so.
What do
far.
you mean, bro? You-
That's what you get when you do the mixdown of.
Bro, he poops one tune a week.
If
What?
for him,
he poops
for
when
himself, for himself, yes, for himself, sure.
Serious though.
No, but we have like that same method, and
It is
do you
about
just?
ignorance.
I open project,
Yeah,
I
I-
do init,
File
and
new,
I
yes, file new, yes,
Yeah?
empty,
But
Yeah, that's how I
feel
work
like it's a
as well.
bad habit.
Always.
old gen, a new gen.
always
You see?
empty because
No,
if you have your set project that you work in, The road
It's
is
a
already
filter.
paved.
exactly. You start
Yeah, but
with the same
it
place,
also
so you've
depends
gotta
on what
follow
you
the
start
same
with. Like
direction.
as I
I
said, if I
But I don't.
I
also
don't agree.
I think
Anything.
I think you feel the same way. It doesn't mean that you just know it sounds good, so it sparks something. You make the melody, you export the MIDI, and then you go back into another project. You start
Yeah.
over.
To be fair, I've
Exactly.
gotten to a point
Yeah,
now where I will
don't-
just
yeah.
boot up a
Yeah.
piano.
I don't do that.
No.
No, but
But-
you're
but-
different.
but this is only when I
Different
start
breed.
with a
I don't do that.
melody. If I hear
No,
a cool
but-
vocal, then I start
Hey,
with
that's
an
why I
empty
always
project
start
with
the
the vocal.
projects.
Yeah.
Or if
But-
I start with a
and
MIDI
okay,
intro,
let me
that's
guys-
also empty.
Let me ask you guys this: like, how long do
Ga
you
je
guys
nou slaan of
normally
moet ik het
do?
Ja, dan slaan of moet ik het doen?
Guys, please.
How long do you guys normally do about getting the idea of a track done?
It really
10
depends.
minutes. All I
Yeah,
do
Yeah,
is
because
10
you don't finish.
Mm,
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
pause.
Yeah, guys.
No, but
Wait, let,
yeah,
let, let everyone
Yeah, yeah.
answer one
Yeah,
by one,
yeah,
please.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me, how long do you normally do about getting the idea of a track done?
Okay,
And
ideas.
what should I think about with idea? Like,
The thing that you
Okay.
need to finish
The
it.
spark.
Yeah, the
Basic
core of it.
structure.
maybe 1 hour, 1.5.
Okay, wait. Can I? Sorry. Are we like talking like in the actual project until it looks
No,
like something that can be complete, or in my head until
No,
I've
an
got an
idea.
idea of
A,
what's
a
gonna be?
melody with a kick drop.
And maybe a vocal.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
could literally take
maybe
Yeah,
ge-
no,
like a
but-
general
but-
idea of what
Yeah,
you want to
but-
do.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
Tunes that actually finish.
Okay,
Like
well,
to a point where
Mm.
to where it's like,
not that you're just jamming.
yeah, to the point where like if I released it now, I could be proud of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You could
I could do that in about 4 hours.
And
Give or
then,
take.
and then each idea sounds unique.
Unique is a strong word, but different, but similar.
Sounds
okay.
Yeah, no.
I know, but
Not
but
unique,
that's my point,
Yeah.
and that's why I hate I don't hate it. It's easy going to templates or like set sounds, but for me it always blocks the road of imagination.
It's like taking a
If you have
picture
a,
with the
if you
same
have
filter.
if you have a blank canvas, you can literally write and make
Precise.
anything you want.
Yeah.
And if you have like a set, like if someone supplies you the bricks, it's kind of setting
I know.
the
I agree.
Is anyone
The
like
wall's
me?
always gonna look the same.
Hmm?
Is anyone like me if they
Luckily
like,
not.
yeah, true. Well, like, let's say you're in that box cup.
Right.
Fucking
In your
hell.
box?
Let him speak, bro.
Let's say you're in that box cup project where everything like the past 10 tracks have all sounded the same that
Yeah.
came out of that project. You can load in one singular new maybe lead or chord preset or whatever you want to do. One singular tiny little difference can completely change your inspiration.
Mm.
Is that anyone
Yeah.
else have that?
Yeah.
And it could be like the slightest
It
tweak.
could be the slightest thing,
Well-
but all of a sudden I don't think the way I was 10 minutes ago before I added that.
But what it is for me is every track is different, and I start every track in a different way.
Yeah.
Like while we were here, I was like, okay, I haven't. It kind of maybe got sparked because he was making like old school hardstyle,
Yeah.
and we talked about like
That's
like
Yeah.
synths and
Spreads.
leads, and I was like, I haven't made like an old school-ish dark feeling tune, like the start
Just
of the
the
raw
raw
maybe
hardstyle.
back in the day, but like the dark hardstyle. So I made a chord progression that was dark, made a I don't never make progression. Anyway, made a melody. He helped me with the melody, and then I changed it a bit, and then I was happy, got a vocal, and I think
If you want
I made the idea in the night before in like 2 hours, but then in my head I already had the whole tune.
Yeah.
Next day I spent half the day working on it, and now I can pretty much finish the tune within
Yeah.
one session if I just sat there, because
Yeah,
the whole idea is in my head.
I'm exactly the same. Like I'll start with a small idea, maybe a minute long. I don't know, a break, a melody, build up, climax, and then from that 45-second clip or something, I have the entire structure of the tune built up in my head, and I know
Yeah.
exactly how I'm gonna
It
go
might
about
not be
doing
there,
it.
but it's in your head.
But it's in my head, and, that's
And
all
it
I
and
have.
it's different every time, because as I said, this one I wanted to make a dark track, so that was in my head immediately. So then you work to that theme,
Yeah.
but sometimes, as I said, you hear a vocal and you're like, oh, what if I do this? And then you work on it, and then you like, oh, but maybe I flip it completely around.
How do you work guitar actually?
Well, I kind of start every
Slow.
tune. Yeah, fair. No, we kind of started a conversation, or I started a conversation just a few days ago here, that I kind of figured out that I don't like producing.
Okay, well,
That
thanks.
seems like a problem.
Okay.
This has
It's
been
good
picked
that you're
up.
here, man.
Yeah, it's
Thanks for watching. See you
This
next
has been
episode.
picked up.
No, but to explain that, I kind of break it down, and so just the production part where you're taking the ideas that you have and making them a reality So like
Also, you want the shortcut.
Huh?
You want a shortcut.
I cheat.
That's what we know.
I cheat.
Oh no, we call it. Oh.
No, but I love doing songwriting. I love writing lyrics.
Yeah.
I love coming up with ideas, and I love putting sounds together. But once I have all of that done in my head,
But isn't
Okay.
that production as well?
The shit point is putting it down.
it could be. But yeah, like it just as soon as it comes to, I have everything that I want to do in my head. Like all of the ideas, the entire song. Sometimes I just have a melody in the project, but everything else is in my head.
So you like songwriting, but you don't like sound design.
No. Sound design I also enjoy sitting with,
So
but
you're
it's
just lazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then if you like making the sounds and you like writing the song, then where does it
flow
take
rapper,
you?
flow
No, but
rapper.
I've struggled with this
But,
for years. Because you guys know how many demos of new shit do I have.
Atmozfears
But-
version 67.
Version 525.
But
Yeah.
what makes the actual artist is like sitting down and then also doing the fucking annoying
The
bullshit,
nitty gritty.
annoying work.
Yeah, no, but that is the difference. Is I make most of my music in my head before anything else. Everything I do is kind of calculated. There
Yeah,
are
that's
very
what I have as
I
well.
very
Yeah.
rarely sit and just like go through presets or sounds
no,
just to find
same.
inspiration because I already know what I want. And so when all of
Yeah.
that creativity is already done, I guess you could call it laziness in that I just
Yeah, you're
don't
bored.
I don't
Yeah,
feel
I
the
know.
joy
Boredom.
of putting it
ADHD
down in
brain
the
goes-
project.
No, but I understand. You want to be triggered by something and then like find something new, experience something new, and that doesn't happen all the time in our job. But
Yeah.
that's where you separate yourself from other artists. Is just sitting down and actually doing the grunt work.
Mhm.
Because that, like, yeah, man, I wish I could have an autofill for my but because I have so many things I'm doing all the time, juggling so many things.
Right.
Build-up generator.
Yes,
Wow.
make it happen.
Oh,
Talking
bro, we
about
had
Bro, give
we
it
had this
6 months
conversation
AI.
like 2
He's
years
sitting right
ago,
there.
where
Hi.
he was like, yes, when we do the collab, can you make the build-up? Because I hear in your build-ups that you really love making build-ups, and I hate it. I was like, what do you think? I love making build-ups? No, it
I love
has
it,
to be
man.
done.
Epic.
Yeah, you like it.
You-
Talking about build-ups, by the way.
Build-ups is one of the most important part of the track. In our
Yes,
opinion.
but
Brings energy.
I don't like making them.
Yeah, but you,
But not
you
the-
said you're kind of biased right now.
Yeah,
So
because
you're
you're build up
Yeah.
making phase, so you're like,
Yeah.
yes, these are the most
I have
important
to.
things.
Remember
No,
the
I
tattoo?
I agree. Someone else has said this as well to me, and he's become someone of a big dude. Like Nigel Subzero always said, like, yeah, man, I just always take like a build up from somewhere else to inspire an idea
Yes.
because that's the most important thing before a drop.
Yes.
That's true.
If your build-up
It's the
sucks,
only
then your
thing
drop will suck.
That comes
probably.
before drop, by the way.
What?
He said it's the most important thing before drop. It's the only thing.
Drop.
Yeah?
Drop. You said
Drop?
drop.
Track drop.
Trek erop.
You said job.
No.
Gas erop.
Talking about build-ups, by the way, we're building up to like the
Nice.
release of Inner Circle,
Nice.
you know.
Guys,
And we have
professional,
some-
he's
You're
done
not
this
getting
before.
paid.
No, I know.
Do you open up?
Have you seen our streams? I'm not
Have
getting
you done
paid,
this
man.
before? Or something?
Maybe.
Seems like
But
very
talking about that, we have some plans
Yeah.
laying around for.
I don't know what we can say yet.
No,
You can say everything.
no, but
It's probably gonna
but
be.
we don't want to
well,
say. We don't
we
want
can
to
cut it
sell
anyway.
false
You can just cut
Yeah,
it.
you
I
can,
can-
if it's shit,
I can
let's
say-
break it
Also,
up
because
into
we don't
chapters.
have
I can say
guarantee.
we're gonna have our first Inner Circle show in France the 12th of July.
Well, is
But-
it confirmed?
Lock it in.
Bro,
We said
nine
Did
Brent-
you just
we,
hear
we
what
said
everyone said?
say it in chapters and he just blurts it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well,
No, but you can cut it.
You need to make a build up. You
Select
need to make
spawn point.
suspense,
You
man.
can cut it.
Yeah, but it's so
Okay.
it's so difficult to cut when you're like.
Hey, stop announcing
hey,
the
hey,
announcement.
hey, hey.
Announce it.
Okay, Mr. Big Shot.
Okay.
Big things are coming.
Yeah.
Yes. Big news.
Fucking
guys.
hate
Big
that
things
shit,
are
man.
coming. Thank you for listening to our podcast.
Just unzip it.
Yeah.
No, but we're gonna have our first party.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna have our first.
What's the name?
Thank you for grabbing my drink.
Hanga, hanga.
No, sorry. What's
It
it
just
called?
doesn't give a
Hunger
shit.
DS.
Yeah, in Hanger, the S.
Yeah,
Bordeaux,
Bordeaux.
France.
No, but
Guys,
What do you want then?
I'm talking
no, just talk
Ga je nou
about
mijn
it,
fucking
just in
drink
general.
Pak mijn
Not
drink.
only
Yeah, but
Die is
I
van
want
mij,
to
maat.
tell them
It's
that
just-
there will be
Wat is
more
mijn
Right,
drink?
info.
since everyone
Die heb je in de
is
keuken
talking
laten
anyway.
staan, denk ik, maar deze is voor mij.
Ja, Subway servers. Thanks.
Dit is China's.
Don't vape
Oh, ja,
kids.
moet niet.
It's bad for
Nee.
you.
Ja, sinds dat is.
Lekker met je vinger er zo in hangen. Thanks.
Anyway, okay. You
No.
can say it
Yeah.
since it's
Hey,
it.
no vaping.
No, the team went to shit because you just started having a private conversation.
Everyone just started talking, so
Guys, there's a room.
Yeah?
A rubber room.
Go ahead.
there is
I was
several
crazy once.
Rubber room.
there is several rooms here. Tim.
There's quite a lot actually.
The back
I mean,
rooms.
do you need a tour? Oh, sorry.
No, but there are actually some plans we do have concrete for
This year.
this year, and
Making music together.
making music together, of
Big
course, and doing
Playing
these
music together.
playing music
Yes.
together, and
Oh, that's good.
yeah, doing these things together. But coming back to playing the music together,
Can I give you all homework?
No.
No.
No,
Are
no,
you
no.
a teacher?
For
finished
kinda,
no,
you
no,
are.
no, no.
Go
wait,
ahead.
wait. For next year,
Mm-hmm.
every one of
Okay.
you can play an instrument a little bit.
I can
No.
play piano a little bit now. GG.
Yeah, you
homework.
So,
Fuck off, he says.
different instrument.
I can.
Same.
Okay, Victor,
You
for
playing?
you have to learn
Drums.
the beatbox.
I'm like
Okay, and
actually good
Dwars
drummer.
fluit.
Oh.
No. I
Je mag
can
wel-
play
je mag
piano
wel
a
even-
little
je
bit,
mag
but
wel
I'll
even
get
mijn
I'll get
dwarsfluit.
better.
Yeah, I'll get better.
I'm gonna play League of Legends on
God.
On God.
Ik kan de triangel spelen.
Ja, Stichting De Blije Triangel, welkom.
I can do a Madian and have how do you call those?
Yeah, he's gonna play League of Legends with a MIDI keyboard.
the pads. The pads.
Rocket League. Goed.
Yeah,
A Novation launchpad like
Yes.
that.
Launchpad, thank you.
You're just pressing the button at the right time.
Yeah.
And then it quantifies it for you. That's not an
That's-
instrument.
That's DJing as well. But
Yeah.
DJing is not an
Mayonnaise
instrument. Is mayonnaise an
Wat?
instrument? Ja, nice, lekker
Tim,
Jesse.
I want you to learn like accordion.
I already
No, that's a
can.
French
You can,
thing, bro.
like
Yes.
actually.
Yes, with
It's
all
not a French
Yeah, bro,
thing.
I want
It
you
is.
to waltz
The best
in room
accordions
playing
are from the
Bella Ciao
Soviet Union.
on the accordion.
my grandpa and my grandma, both different ones, both played it professionally, and I inherited.
That's cheating.
I literally, I think I have.
I cheat.
I think I still have a video of me playing the accordion in front of the control delete gig.
Bro, if I just look at it, I'm like,
Extra
I
harmonics.
so want to see that.
Yeah, okay, then learn Bella Ciao so that you can come in the room.
Yes.
Tim, give me a challenge.
no,
Tim,
but like actually,
No, but
you.
why I
Instrument.
asked, why?
I could play
Why
piano.
is that? Why?
Why? Because I
Tell me
would
why.
love to actually play.
Perform.
He wants a
No,
boy
no,
band.
no.
I understand it all
Ah,
now.
Perform the music. Actually.
Backstreet Boys.
No, but, yeah, but do something different.
Yeah.
No, and maybe not even in front of
Future is already doing
maybe
it.
yeah.
So
Let him
far.
do what he wants.
Sefa is doing it as well.
I just
Dr.
want to
Pete,
do
yeah.
it, not even in front of a crowd, but just
Jamming.
I also think that's a smart thing to ask of us though, because it could help creativity flow in situations like this when we go and have a cup and we meet up.
I know what I want, bro.
You know?
I want a reverse boiler room.
What? So people are outside.
No.
No. You
The-
create the circle and
Yeah,
other people
the
in
inner
the middle.
circle, there's one person standing in the middle, or multiple,
And
and
then we all
there's
get
just
one- we
10
all-
DJ decks around it, playing at the
Yes.
same time,
we
over
all
speakers.
get one channel. And then
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it plays at the same time through the speakers.
That
So
would be
No, but
So
the
only
other
people-
one-
Button.
only people with ADHD will be able to focus on
I'm
the
sure this is
particular
called
track.
torture
Oh,
in some
that'd be nice
countries.
though, because then my mix would sound nice.
yeah.
But
Playing one
I
instrument,
Hmm?
and then we're all playing one instrument.
we
Yeah,
just
I
all
play
play
the
the same,
harmonica.
all the triangle.
Oh,
No, but
play the triangle.
I get what.
Doesn't
place-
have to be all together. at
No,
once,
but I get what
No,
place
no.
you're coming from, because I think you and I have the same problem.
Uh,
Like, no,
Hold on a
bro,
minute. Yeah, tell the problem, then I'll agree.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
like this early morning kind of thing. We were sitting here and I had the laptop open.
Yeah.
We make like melody,
Yeah, it took me 20
baseline,
minutes to tell
and
you
we
the
are
truth.
like, we know what note has to come here.
Yeah, but I
but
was like, is it this
What
one?
is it called?
Yeah,
what
no,
is the skill?
Going
We
down,
have
and I was like, yeah, that
no
one,
clue.
that
Yeah,
one.
no, two down.
Yeah,
No,
two down,
one
two down.
more.
You were like, yeah.
You should ask Mr. Victor.
No,
here.
but I know. But if you have like a basic understanding of how to play, for example, piano.
Yeah,
you-
but that's different.
playing,
Because
no,
piano-
but
Mm,
playing piano in first place is learning how to
yeah,
know
but
how to
music
play skills.
theory and understanding all of that
Right.
is different to just knowing that A is there, G is
Learn.
there, B is there, G sharp,
No.
A sharp. Like that's
Yeah, I know where.
Can I
exactly.
give
But
you,
music theory is a lot.
can
Yeah,
I give you
but
guys
that's
a
what I mean.
tip on the problem that you guys are talking about?
No.
I don't have
Alright,
that problem.
next topic.
No,
No,
So-
no, but it would be, you don't The thing for me is I don't believe that music theory is something they need, or that is
No,
something.
look at Demi.
Yeah.
The-
Well,
the
I mean,
thing is-
I have no music
No, but
theory,
that's-
and I'm
Yeah, no, but music theory to me is just words to describe what is
Yeah.
musical, or like
For me,
you know.
melodies are puzzles almost, you know.
Yeah, no, but like everyone can figure out what they prefer in terms of sound and what they don't prefer. You know, you don't need to read a book to understand what you like in music.
No, surely, but it helps the process.
It helps explain what is going
Seems you
on.
guys,
Yeah.
It's
both
just
Finland.
words to describe.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
not even
that
joking.
It's
That-
also a workflow.
that's as I said. Like I've been kind of learning it because at work.
With
You know-
with the biggest one.
But it's-
acoustic. Sorry.
But it's like there's so many synths and VSTs and like actual good MIDI keyboards with like weighted keys, and whether I'm like actually writing something as in like composing something, or if I'm making something more simple like a house tune or a lo-fi tune, or if I'm sound designing, I'm using the MIDI keyboard all the time. So just by trial and error, I've just, as you said, I knew where the notes are,
Yeah.
and I knew a bit of music theory.
Yeah.
But by doing it, you just expand it. So I now know, like, sometimes, oh, when I press this, it sounds like this, and then
Right.
you kind of, I might not know exactly the
You learn
scale.
by trial
but
and error.
Be aware. Once you get to know the skills, it's like a algorithm that keeps.
I know.
going, and you can never pick one.
I know,
choice.
I've studied it, so as I said, I know it
Intro
slightly.
bass line of our tune. No, this note. Oh, no, this note. Oh, maybe there. Oh, this there.
Yeah, bro. You know the thing about the guy standing in a casino doing this with all the numbers like that, yeah,
No.
falling down.
Yeah, they're a bad trip.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but
Can I quickly come back
Yeah,
to
sure.
the one topic that's going to help you guys with that problem?
How did you-
Intervals. Sit and practice hearing
I-
intervals.
Yep.
Because that is what's going to help you just by ear understand
Yeah.
melodies. Is just being able to hear
I
two
would
notes and know exactly how far apart they
Yeah,
are.
if they're
and there you
5
go,
apart,
you
7 apart.
no,
Yeah.
sure.
In
Well,
my
So just
defense-
sit with that and back and forth.
Making
In
a
my
chords
defense-
consisting of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
basic
just go
understanding
up
of
and
major and minor.
Robin Fitz,
You
Robin
go to
Sevens.
Jacob Collier. You should know.
Yeah,
Collier.
exactly.
No, but that's the
21.
thing. By
Yeah,
ear,
sharps.
I understand and I know everything, but I just cannot put it in theory. And if I look at the piano roll, for example, I'm completely lost. I know what I hear and what I want, but
But do you know like the sort of theoretic major minor difference? For
yeah,
example?
sure. No, like literally,
say
if you
sure
ask
and then
me
you
what
say
is
no.
a minor or a major, I have no clue. But if I put it down, I
You
know
know
what the
what a
major or
minor
the
is?
minor is.
You hear
Pause.
it.
Alright.
You've made this joke before. Go fuck off.
You just hear it, you know.
Yeah, I hear it.
No, but-
it's
but-
in the ears. I just like.
But I mean, like, if you have
No, but it's
your
already
bass
there.
note, it, as he said, it's just
It's already there.
algorithm,
You
it's
only have
numbers.
to unwrap it.
Yeah, like actually,
it's like
that's
if
the
you
thing.
make a chord, it's like this is your number 1, and then either major or minor, it's up 3, up 4, and then from the bass it's up 7, and then you have
No,
major
it's
minor.
but
like math.
I
It's just math.
yeah, I understand that. But if you ask me without hearing, I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Tim,
Yeah.
can we come up with a rule that you don't do any A minor fucking
It's-
tunes anymore?
It's.
That's
it's
kinda
He's
That's
not an A minor.
It's the
He's
best chord skill, easiest.
Yeah, because
but
only
he's in
white
B,
keys.
He's in B minor every
Oh,
almost
what?
every tune.
Hey,
Yeah, A
Oh,
minor.
wait,
Oh,
man.
A minor
so
scale
he's
is
a
only white
French
keys.
man.
typical.
He likes A minor and white. What?
Hey, can I just
I'm
chime
the
back
one
in
who
on-
makes
on
A
the
minor
whole-
tunes all the time.
No,
Yeah.
but
Praying for your downfall.
okay. Let me just serious answer.
Yeah, tell me.
A minor is perfect because the lowest note is usually F or E.
Yeah, for house it's pretty good.
Easy
Yeah,
quick mid
it's
intro, not too
perfect.
low.
You know, like just put a head on twisted hard bass 2009. Everything was an A. It was fucking great.
Mm.
And can I
Now we
just-
have the same thing in F with every raw producer.
Who were those?
Oh, I don't know.
Those who shall not be named
Not
because
only
we don't
F,
want to
actually,
throw
it's
shade on people.
Voldemort.
It's E and D sharp sometimes as well.
Yeah, and sometimes it's
No, they
C.
don't- they
It's
don't.
it's a low C
You
sharp.
don't even hear the keys actually.
They don't hold the key, they just pogo it.
Yeah. They avoid it.
You're just
Like a
visiting.
Star Wars
Yeah.
fight, man.
They're just visiting.
They're just
the
passing
keys.
by.
Okay,
Passing
let's
by.
stop shit posting.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
also our respectful
enough-
colleagues.
Alright, let me just quickly come back and clear up my name for a sec. I don't really feel like I struggle with melodies. I don't know shit about music theory, but I've done that many melodies that I know that this note can go here, but it can't go there.
You
That's
can,
just
you
trial
can
and
have
error.
all the
Yeah.
music theory knowledge in the world, but
Yeah.
if you still don't know when something sounds good,
versus when something
Exactly.
That's just that's just feeling.
yeah.
And that's what you were explaining, like Tim. Like once you're a bit sad or like a bit broken inside, then the melody becomes a journey or something.
Yeah.
No.
Your
That's
melody-
how you.
No.
That's how you made. That's how you made release, bro.
No.
No, it wasn't.
Just the silence.
Yes.
No, it was just
No.
parting away of myself. It's not a journey. It's just
Mm-hmm.
that's there now.
Some very different
Sure.
emotional traumas
So-
here
But
on
by
two
the
sides
way,
of the
again,
couch.
we're thriving off the point
This is
of
the
inner
diversity
circle
we have in
again.
the inner circle.
Yeah, we talk
Hey,
about
if
fucking
you-
A
if
minor.
you're here
Yeah,
so
man.
long.
Nobody cares about that.
No, we
Congrats.
were talking
Yeah,
about
well, there's 7 in the comments. If you're
yeah,
still here.
seven
Yeah,
gang, bro.
7
Calm down,
gang,
Elon
Musk.
7
gang.
Damn.
If you're still here.
We should make all a tattoo that has 7.
No, thanks.
No, because then we look like gamblers.
Oh,
B.
See.
And Max, we just need money, man. Come on, man.
It is what it is, man.
just bend
the
over.
pirate,
It's
bro.
the same thing.
Make an OnlyFans, bro.
Same
Oh, yeah.
thing.
OnlyFans?
Probably make more money.
OnlyFans?
Olifant.
Same thing.
Only fat.
I have only one fan.
Oh my god.
We were like
What am I
drifting.
Hell.
Close your eyes, man.
And count to
Oh,
7.
thank you. We were
Would've been the best
we
input
were
for me
drifting
to
away
say.
from the inner circle point.
Hmm.
We were talking about the plans, of course.
Yeah.
I think you can explain a bit
Yeah,
better
you know the
what's
most,
coming, especially like this
Am I the
summer.
manager, bro? Like.
No, but your
No, but
friends
he's
are
not
in
here.
France and you've been
Yes.
speaking to
Yeah.
them, so.
Oh, you want to talk about the
Yeah.
party? Okay. So there was this guy who wanted to book me for France this year, but now that I'm with those people, I suggested that we should do inner circle show.
How kind of you.
What kind? Yes.
So I take 10% of your bookings.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you witch, mate.
Oh wait, you're only taking 10% total?
Yeah, only 10%.
Oh nice.
10%
Not
of nothing is nothing.
After
not the
costs
bad.
of before. Both. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah, it's actually got confirmed today.
Yes. So that's some
So
cool
wait.
stuff going on.
I don't know this yet.
No, I knew it was 90%. I didn't know it was 100%.
Well, we actually it's not completely.
So why are you lying?
Oh.
Why are you lying? Gaslighting the audience, bro.
Trust issues.
Because of this guy.
Thank you, Max.
Oh,
I got an
Oh,
email.
oh yeah, blame
Yeah.
it on other people.
Hey,
Typical
Jeff-
French.
yes, I got an email.
I'm the
Actually.
problem.
It was
I know.
like,
No,
it was like a
not
scam
you.
Email.
No, because you have
Oh,
another
you-
option.
The persons who you
Right.
signed your soul
You have
to.
another option that night. That's why it's
Yeah,
not
settle down,
completely
okay?
Yeah,
confirmed.
because Tim is so busy. So
Settle down, soldier.
There's so many shows, so he may not make it.
Bom,
Right,
bom.
Tim?
You want to finish that thought or?
What do you mean?
You want to finish?
It's not a fact. It's
That's not
a
a
fact.
thought, that's a fact, man.
Anyway,
Okay.
No, but like those some cool plans. There's some more in the making.
Yeah.
there is album, first show.
Yeah, this album.
There might be. We cannot be too clear about that, but there are some more.
We're opening a remix competition.
Beautiful. The first 3 words he said in this podcast.
We're
I.
releasing a
Dominic,
sample
by the way, I
pack
can
with
see
all
you
the
there.
sounds of the
Wow!
album.
Who are you?
Dominic with a clip.
Who are you?
Nice.
Yeah,
Damn. Wow, he's
I'm
really
so
opened
proud.
up over these years.
over and over and
You've
over.
come a long way. In
Yeah, man,
All
I'm
it,
proud
took
of
was,
you.
all it took was one line.
I have a question. Do you guys have a collab planned with each other now that we are all this group?
Yes.
Him.
That's-
Him.
That's
Him.
That's
him.
the point.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
why you're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How
Yes.
can I point in so many
Yes.
That's why
Yes.
Jesse cannot leave yet.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have-
Spider-Man.
We have
Your
one
turn.
together. We have 3 in the
Three
planet.
together.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
me
here.
and- me and
We've
Rick
already-
like
I have-
5.
We've
10,000
already made
with
3,
it.
but they're all not probably being released. Maybe 1, but we have to maybe make new one that has some more. Yeah.
No.
Da-da-da-da-da.
No.
That
We have a
one.
different one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
the-
You didn't hear it yet. Good you didn't.
Yeah, it's good.
Good
Hidden,
to
hidden
hear
talent.
that.
Keep it hidden.
Yeah.
Vic?
We're planning on doing one.
Planning.
I
Dark raw man
Whose
versus
plan is it?
euphoric happy man.
want
happens?
to do collabs, but
Do them.
like we already
But you're
established,
shy,
I'm lazy.
You're shy as
Then
well.
don't be lazy.
I do my music up here.
Bro, why are you making music again? You're shy, lazy.
Why am I making
Wow.
music? Well, I have an identity
No, I'm
crisis.
joking. Don't go.
No, genuinely.
identity
No, genuinely, I have an identity
guys,
crisis.
Do you use it to get something off your chest too?
Definitely.
Bro.
I literally use all of my music to
Those are
express
the best
myself.
artists.
Keep it in a chest.
Those are no.
Bro. I don't know why I'm so mean.
What does
but-
that mean? But that-
Oh. Well, he
Keep it
shows
in
his
the chest.
true colors
Well,
on
we-
the
Trust your chest or something?
We will need that.
Jesse Jess?
Stop quoting Brendan Hart albums. Thank
Huh?
you.
What?
I show you true colors.
Saying that we can't explain why you're mean. We will need another
Oh, no,
podcast
but-
to explain that.
I might look mean, but
No, you don't look mean. You are.
It's positive reinforcement, is what it is.
Tim, what's your like expectation from Inner Circle? Now
Yeah.
it's kind of your baby.
Yeah.
You
Sorry?
invited us all in, not in.
Papa?
That sounded so
well,
weird.
I just hope you guys show up
To
with some
make
good
babies.
music, because otherwise we're gonna have a problem.
Well, you,
I wouldn't have been here if I
Yeah, but
didn't
would we be
have
here if we
good
didn't
music.
make good music? Then we
you
couldn't
you
do
heard
that.
the music that's
Well,
gonna
I'm
be.
here.
You
Yeah,
heard the
true.
music.
I don't know. We had some people visit this week.
Yeah.
Kidding.
You
No.
heard the music that's gonna be released. So are you satisfied and with where it's
Have
going?
I?
Ooh.
Wait.
It's a question
I
for
hope
you.
so, because we
I
made
know,
it together.
but
So
you're saying like I've heard all the music. I haven't yet. I'm trusting it. All.
No, because that's
I haven't heard yours. I haven't.
no, but that's we
Yeah,
get
well,
back to the
zeker.
point.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
And
Nino
so are the
made
listeners.
earlier. You sent 600 tunes. Hello, wanna play Counter Strike?
Yeah. This guy, he disappears for 3 days, and then all of a sudden, the only message you've sent him 10
And then he
messages.
shows up on a YouTuber's page being accusated.
Yeah.
Of being a cheater on
Drama.
Switch.
Yeah, let's expose the
hello, drama
Okay,
alert
so
nation.
we
Yeah,
know
okay,
now.
so Tim is not the
After the podcast, we all sit down, put seatbelt on, we show all tunes, so now he cannot say I did it.
Good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
true.
let's actually do like a
Actually, good
small
listening
teaser of
session.
all the tunes.
Strapped in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're all gonna stand there, and then you are gonna stand behind me, and then watch
No.
me.
Behind,
Okay,
hey,
wait, we
pause.
can
No,
just
we're
put it
gonna
on
block
the-
every
Oh, we can
single
watch it here.
podcast.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, what's
But
it?
do we have to
We're
film
gonna make
that?
that another video though.
Reacting to Inner Circle music
Yes.
with atmosfears.
First time hearing. his
First
own
time
label
hearing
music.
tunes on my label. Nice.
Because he does.
A&R session with
A&R session,
atmosfears.
yeah.
Release next week.
To be honest, I trust it to be.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
I
know.
didn't know.
You just don't
If he
care.
didn't trust us, he
No, but
wouldn't
you're
have
some-
put the
you're-
faith in
you're-
us in the first place.
Wow.
We'll see here.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
Flint,
And that's
thank
why
you.
I can make fun of you all.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You can't. That's literally
No.
harassment.
No, you're
No.
just a dick, man. But we still love you for it.
Yeah.
Bye, buddy.
When we play games with him,
Some
he
people
bullies
love
everyone,
dick.
but I'm just trying to have fun, man.
Fish dick.
Trump
Fish
Trump
dick.
doesn't.
Bro, you've never watched South Park?
Fish take same off?
Oh, we should do the head on tails in West Side's vlog when they go fishing. We should do that all together.
No, we
Okay,
have a more interesting life.
Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
boys.
true.
Like
Um,
actually.
Counter Strike.
I think.
Sat down.
Wow.
I think.
I feel like a school
Inner
teacher.
Circle
And
Let's
fishing
just
wait
wait
video.
for us to stop talking. Yeah, till they realize
They
it's
touch
important.
grass at least.
They touch grass.
Grass.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. Maybe that was the last time. You never know.
What time?
Show me the fucking tunes!
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Now
And
we're
the
gonna set up
podcast,
another
like-
video for that.
Yeah, no,
just
but
keep
do
do
it
it
right after.
rolling,
We
bro.
have
Just
two
do it,
times
man.
content.
Well, we
You
can
could just-
have.
No, okay.
You can just
Hold
cut
on.
it.
It's
Hold on.
2 hours already, bro.
Hold on,
Yeah,
okay.
no, but we
Let
cannot.
me breien een eind aan.
Yes.
Brian,
Oh,
just
shh.
Just
Knitting an end.
Just record screen
No,
of the
but
project and then
If we do
Yeah.
the, oh,
put it in the corner of
No, but
Ga ik zo doen.
what you said.
Maar eerst even een einde aan breien.
I will
Yeah.
make another video of that.
It was a nice talk.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
Amazing.
Like,
Like,
it was.
No, honestly,
honestly. Yeah.
I do this once a month with my artist coach, but a little more on the shallow side.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to pull and give ideas,
Yeah,
thought processes,
sure.
little insight of how the machinery works behind the scene. So it's pretty healthy actually.
Yes.
So I was actually not joking to my mom. Welcome to the.
Amy
Shut
Taylor.
up. Yeah.
But yeah, I just hope we can kind of convey to the people what we're doing and why, because I feel honestly that's been missing for a lot of people. I look at a lot of artists and like you're really successful, but what's the point? Why are we doing this? Are we doing this just for money?
Nope.
No.
Just to
well,
suffer.
I think-
I think we're
I would have
aiming to be
stopped a
bit-
long time.
I think
Yeah,
the
I
main
would've
reason
switched
why
on.
we are doing this is because we need to present something that we've been missing for a long time.
Yeah.
I think
And
right,
it might be
I'm not
different.
wrong.
It might be different for each of us.
yes,
like,
exactly.
As I said
I'll
earlier,
just- I'll
for
just
us,
put
this
it-
has been a dream for a long time.
Yeah.
Put it in one word: the soul.
Yeah, but can I also?
Very convenient.
Oh, yeah.
Very
Yeah.
convenient.
Great marketing
Typical.
for your own tune, bro.
Can I-
By the way, stream the soul on Spotify.
Can I also add though? It's to expect from us. It's definitely not going to
Win-win
be.
situatie.
Yes, what you say?
Guys, I'm talking.
What you say?
Yes.
What
go.
you say?
So it's definitely not going to be like your typical what you'd expect from what you might think a hostile label might be, because I think I speak for all of us here. I hope so. we aim to be a bit more than that. We're not just going to be a label, you know. There'll be other things going on. Like you can, I don't know. We play games. We do live streams.
A group of friends, bro.
We do live content. We do everything. We are a group of friends first, and music producers second. So
We don't even have to say that we're a label.
No.
exactly,
No.
because we're not.
No.
Don't put a label
It's
on
it's a label.
It's
You're
a
hanging on the label,
family.
you know.
Thank you for joining
Yes,
us
it
in the
never
circle.
changed.
Thank you for joining,
Thank
guys.
you, guys.
Everyone,
Bye bye.
applause for ourselves.
See you
Come on,
guys.
Bye bye.
we did well.
Yeah.
Bye bye.